Well, we will treat it to some wonderful performances at Club Menangle tonight. The running of the Group 2 Jill and Tony McGrath Trotters Cup going the way of Tough Monarch, and then in the following event, the King, the dual Miracle Mile winner, King of Swing, back in action with another brilliant performance as he gets ready to head to Victoria for the running of the Victoria Cup next week. Joining me with all the news from Club Menangle and more is the General Manager, Mr. David Wonson. Well, David, from the word go and prior to the word go in the trial, which we'll talk about very shortly, prior to the first event here at Club Menangle, the action's been outstanding, highlighted by the win of Tough Monarch, his 30th career win, $500,000 now in prize money. And in the following event, the King back in action, 10 from 10 now at Menangle over the mile.
Yeah, wasn't it good to see those great horses here tonight in consecutive races? Tough Monarch, yeah, well, the name says it all, tough. The 3009. We haven't had one of those here for a while, so it was good to go back to the 3000. That's what the Inter-Dominion finals are going to be over. Fully deserved off 30 metres. And King of Swing, just a lazy 150, 150.4, which most days that would be the fastest time of the evening, but as we know, and we'll talk about a little bit later, it wasn't the actual fastest time of the evening, but he did look awesome on his way to the Victoria Cup.
Yeah, those sectionals, David, 27.2, 28.2, 28.4, home in 26.6. Luke was trying to restrain him, but I think King of Swing was eager to get back home to bed.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Considering all the rain, we had 30 mils of rain up until 9 a.m. this morning, and as you know, it's been raining here during the evening, a couple of good showers, but the track's been fantastic, and he makes 150 look easy, doesn't he?
Well, David Moran will now take the drive in the Victoria Cup next week, replacing Luke, so King of Swing won't lose anything there.
No, he won't really. I suppose there's a bit of pressure on David because the horse looks in fine fettle for it, so I reckon it'll be very exciting. It'll be a great race next week for Victoria.
Just going back to the trot, David, Monaro Me, a big run in running second, but the effort of Joe and Mary Rando in getting Aleppo Murphy first up from a spell, 3,009 metres, and a very unlucky third.
Yeah, it looked like he just touched the horse in front of him there, and just his leg got caught up a little bit. Fantastic run. There was another good run in the race. Funky Monkey was probably at least 100 metres behind him, only got beat 50. So those horses are looking to improve their positions in the rankings for the Inter-Dominion Trotters. I'm sure they will. There's still 7 weeks, so they've got plenty of time to improve their rankings.
On the subject of those rankings, David, you have them in hand now. Of course, Tough Monarch, New South Wales leading trotter. King of Swing, of course, New South Wales leading pacer.
Yeah, look, and there was a little bit of, I suppose, discussion about some of the rankings. And we'll just go through in regards to the Pacers race, but in order for the top 10, you had King of Swing, Amazing Dream, Self-Assured, Stylish Memphis, Wolf Stride. There was 888, The Black Prince, Send It, Father Bob and Expensive Ego. 2 of those horses, Send It and Father Bob, were victorious in Group 1 races here earlier in the season in New South Wales. They were the regional finals for 100,000. They're Group 1s. The conditions did say that winners this season of Group 1 races were automatically included into the rankings. So, yeah, they were just in front of Expensive Ego. Probably they wouldn't have been there without that automatic qualification, but it was in the conditions, and I'm sure those connections are really excited to be part of the Inter-Dominion.
The champion combination of Andy and Kate Gath from Victoria have the number 1 ranked trotter.
Yeah, Tornado Valley. So the rankings with the trotters, you've got Tornado Valley, as he is the Trotting Masters defending champion. Majestic Man, who won the Miracle Mile night here, the Trotters Mile. Tough Monarch, well, we just know how good he's going. You've got Bolt for Brilliance, Tony Hurley. He looks like a real nice up-and-coming trotter. Pink Galars, well, she's taking all before, and she's got a real cult following, Pink Galars. McLovin, Sleepy, Drop the Hammer, Majestuoso, and we've got Chiang Lavinia.
Also during the Inter-Dominion Carnival, David, the time-honoured carousel will be conducted, just adding further spice to what's going to be a magnificent period of racing.
Yeah, really excited. The club's really excited to include the carousel, which was postponed from September due to restrictions in travel. We thought it was the right thing by the industry in New South Wales to postpone it until everyone had the opportunity to get here, and was a great opportunity to promote it as part of the Inter-Dominion Carnival. What's really exciting with the carousel this year, it's record prize money. The heats will be $20,000, all into a $50,000 final, which is only going to complement a great night of championship racing here, Inter-Dominion night.
David, we have 10 races set down for decision on Tuesday afternoon, and it has something for everyone, including 4 heats for the boys and girls of the Breeders' Challenge.
Yeah, aren't they good heats too? 2 heats for the fillies, 2 heats for the colts. There's some really, really good match races there. Looking forward to, and you're probably going to allude to a horse that had to re-qualify to go around Tuesday. We put a little re-qualifying trial on for him before the first here, Brian Portelli, Small Tees. So I think he's in the second of the heats here on Tuesday, but he went 150.2 in his 2-year-old in the trial, the re-qualifying, a 2-year-old, 150.2, which is actually an Australasian record.
David, he hit the ground running in 26.6, then went 28.4, 28.2, home in 27. I dare say at one stage of the trial, and Fred Hastings mentioned, he was 100 metres in front, won by 91 and a little bit. I've never seen a horse trial that well.
No, it was amazing, wasn't it? He was just striding out. Never looked like stopping either, did he? He was just an amazing, amazing trial. It was certainly the talk in the stables. A couple of people that were here, other trainers, even the track people, were just stunned by the performance. As I said, 150.2 for a 2-year-old in a trial. Simply sensational. So my ultimate Byron's in the first heat here on Tuesday, but on that performance, we've got something to look forward to here over the next few weeks with the British Challenge.
Yeah, although Brian Portelli might have had a couple of pies in the microwave back in the driver's room and he wanted to get back to them.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what he was. It was just an amazing trial. Yeah, it's definitely the talk of the town here tonight.
Dave, a little bit of sombre news, the passing on Friday night of Barry Madison, a wonderful trainer, driver, and also a wonderful man in educating so many other trainers and drivers, particularly in that Newcastle Maitland area.
Yeah, fantastic horseman, really well liked. Bit of an icon up there in the Hunter Valley region, so it's just an unfortunate thing, and condolences from Club Menangle to all the family.
Well, David, certainly exciting times ahead as far as the racing is concerned. And good to see the restrictions that you mentioned last week being eased, and it's certainly added a great deal of depth to tonight's meeting. And I think Brad Hewitt has got another very handy mare on his hands in the winner of the third event, Cowgirls and Lace.
Yeah, she looked really good, didn't she? I think they went about 52 in that. Just an up-and-comer, so she's got plenty of wins in store for her before she gets to the open ranks. But he's got a good team, Brad, so he's always been able to produce a really good horse. We've seen Rock and Marty go around in the free-for-all as well. He performed admirably there. It's good to see the regional trainers back. I'm sure we're going to continue that, and yeah, it's nice to have them here racing again.
Exciting times, as we mentioned ahead, David, particularly in the next few weeks when the restrictions come off and then we start to flow on with the people coming back to harness racing here at Club Menangle. And the club is offering packages, race day packages, so people can sponsor a race, get a group of mates together, come out, have a great night out, celebrate our freedom once again, and having a race named after you.
Well, it's not called Freedom Day, but we're getting close to that. Really looking forward to getting people back here. A lot of logistics, a lot of the staff are back here. We're making sure everything's ready to, when people do come back, that it's all working. Being closed for so long, you've got to make sure that everything is working. All your lights are working, your air conditioners, as I said, a lot of logistical work. But the club's really excited to welcome back patrons, owners and sponsors back to the track.
Yeah, not Freedom Day, haircut day. I had out for a walk this morning, David. A gentleman with a Jim's Mower franchise pulled up, gave me his business card and said if I wanted a quote for a haircut.
Yeah, I'm no expert in that field, so I'll just leave that to the experts, mate. I trust your judgment.
Well, David, always good to catch up, no doubt, over the coming weeks as we lead into what's going to be a big Inter-Dominion Carnival. We'll be catching up on a regular basis to get all the rankings as they keep going up for both the trotters and the pacers.
Yeah, no, look forward to, Michael. I'll be here each and every Tuesday and Saturday.